All right, for the first bit of news, Android Pay is switching to Google Pay. And Mikey, you brought this to my attention. I don't really use Google Pay or Android Pay at all, so I'm going to let you take this one away, man.
Okay, so to me, the whole Android Pay versus Google Pay is kind of hazy. I never really understood because I never used Google Pay. I don't know exactly what that was before this moment. I used Android Pay and I used Google Wallet. To be honest with you, until recently, I didn't even really use Android Pay. It was kind of, it was almost like they had an identity crisis. They really didn't know what direction they want to go. So it seemed like they were just trying a couple different directions with a couple different apps to see what worked. So they've kind of condensed that now. And now they have one app and it's Google Pay. Before they did that, I've been noticing lately that Android Pay got a lot easier to use. And I didn't notice it on purpose. I noticed it because I would leave my debit card at home on accident. And then I would need something to use to actually pay for the stuff that I just put in my grocery cart. So I used Android Pay. But now that they've switched it into Google Pay, it's got even nicer. It's all one app. Everything's in there. You can load your gift cards in there. You can load your rewards cards in there, your credit cards. Load everything that you possibly need. And it's beautiful looking. It's got a clean interface. And it works really well. The locations that you can use it at are way more frequent now. I live in a small town, and being able to use it almost anywhere I go in my area is super convenient.
So were there things that accepted Android Pay and not Google Pay?
I don't know that you could use Google Pay like you could Android Pay as far as to pay at a location.
Oh, so Google Pay was like their online payment system.
From my understanding, yes.
So Android Pay was like if you want to tap your phone or something like that.
Correct. Now anywhere that has the Android Pay, or there's a little logo. Maybe
wow,
we
that
can
is
find
confusing.
a photo for it.
And you said something about Android Wallet? What the heck?
There was a Google Wallet at one point.
Google Wallet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was totally confusing before. You didn't know which was used for which. It didn't make a whole lot of sense. Now it does. Now you have one app. It's Google Pay. You can do it all right there. You can see your transactions in the app. You can see stores around you that you can use. You can also see stores online that you can use it for.
So do you not carry your wallet around as much now that you use...
So I still carry my wallet because I have certain IDs and stuff that I keep in there, but I don't carry around my debit card as much. One of the things that I started doing a lot was not carrying around a debit card, so I wouldn't feel the need to use it as often for, budgeting purposes. But in doing that, I found myself in situations where I needed it but didn't have it. Well, then come to find out, I could use Android Pay. So it's been super convenient. It's also hindered me a little bit because I'm trying to use my debit card less. And now I could just use my phone everywhere. But that's not at fault to them. That's more of a me problem. Yeah, everywhere I go, I can pretty much use it. If I can't use it at that particular store, I can find a store that's just like it and use it there.
So it sounds like they just made this whole thing a lot easier to understand, because just you explaining that to me was very confusing.
Yes.
So it's all just on one platform now. So it's all Google Pay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Cool.
and it's sleek. You just unlock it and tap, and it works.
Yeah, I don't do that. I just write checks for everything.
That sounds super inconvenient. Like I feel like we write a check once a month for rent, and why you would want to do that other than to torture yourself. I don't know.
Obviously, Mikey, but that was a total joke. Everyone else, that was a total joke. I've never written a check in my life. Actually, Leslie writes all the checks. I just tell her what to write them for.
Leslie, I need a check for McDonald's real quick, please.